legt die Hausfrau nachts die Kette vor. Im Korridor steh ich davor, mit der Pfeile ohne Eile keck, weil ich sie weg, da liegt der Dreck.
Guten Abend, der Mittler und der Mittleren, und willkommen zu unserem video podcast in the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. Our scenario is The Devil Eats Flies. It was written by David Larkin, Mike Mason, and Lynn Hardy, and it's part of a collection entitled Berlin, the Wicked City. It's available from the Drive-Thru RPG. Our game master is Keith Craig, and this is episode 7. Our recap will be given by John Dos Passos as his character, Gustav Huberman. So, without any further delay, lass uns in die Dunkelheit riesen. John?
Well, last week started out like any other day, well, as normal as things have been the last few years. Astrid got us all tickets to the theater where Anita Berber was performing. It was quite the performance. We saw, Manfred Killinger and some, of his sort of kind, of his like there, a couple outliers at the event. There was a wonderful performance of the Astarte, where something quite odd happened with Max and I. Rather embarrassing to get. Anyway, we also met a new friend there, Mr. Grau, the painter and producer of Nosferatu. Of course, after the hullabaloo after the performance, we went. We made to get out of there, and luckily, Dr. Hans and the others helped us, get by the police and get us home and sedated, and so we wouldn't continue our antics, I suppose. The next day, of course, Astrid was able to, get a hold of Anita Berber and get us some, an invitation to her piano recital. We also got contacted by Mr. Grau. In fact, he's interested in hiring us, so potentially a new ally or a new business partner. We'll see. And we found a couple of interesting things. We checked in with the police. Astrid and Hans went to the library. They did find some interesting things, something about a Whore of Babylon and some Gates of Ishtar or something. But still have to get to the bottom of all that.
All right. So it is going into the afternoon, the day after your incident with the dance number. You guys had went to the library, done a little bit of research, and some of you, I believe, were planning to go see Henri Chatin-Hoffman's piano recital.
Yeah, so be very careful not to take off our clothes and lose our minds. Discretion.
Perhaps I can bring some honey and we can be like Odysseus meeting the sirens. Plug our ears ahead of time.
I think she needs the wax and not the honey.
Yeah. You plug your ears with honey.
It's just sticky.
Was it beeswax? Was it beeswax, not honey?
You get flies in your ears, put honey in there.
That's true. That is true.
Well, you know what they say about flies.
Stimmt.
I guess the flies would kind of buzz out the sound of the siren song.
One could hope. Yeah, so I don't intend to go inside the recital in case there's a repeat incident. I have had enough of the Abezul for this lifetime, yeah.
It's understandable.
I mean, I'm flexible at this point. I've already humiliated myself, I suppose. What's the shame about going out? But I'll stay behind if you think it's better.
Until yesterday, I had no idea how flexible you were.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
It makes me think maybe I should be very careful about what I wear tonight.
Well, I don't know if it's just because I know Astrid and that was how I was able to resist whatever happened that night, but I feel that I have some now that at least I have some knowledge and understanding of what's going on, I feel better prepared to take on this whatever may happen tonight.
You know, so plugging your ears, that's not a bad idea. See, I'll bring something that I can plug my ears if it starts to get weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring some gauze, maybe, like stick some gauze. Like I won't stick it in now, but if I notice like weird stuff starting to happen.
That is interesting. It would be a good experiment also to know whether that was sufficient. Whether you have to hear it or merely being present, and so on. That's interesting.
And are we sure it's even the performance? I mean, did Max and I drink or eat anything that the rest of you didn't?
I think we all had different drinks, so.
That's true.
And everyone in the audience was impacted, so it was only very few people that were able to resist it.
That's reminds me, Astrid.
And actually, I'm going to bring my clay because I'm a sculptor, so I'm going to bring clay. I'm going to use that for my earplugs.
But you're all right.
What
if instead it was visual? What if it was the dance itself that caused somehow? I don't understand, but obviously if it could be a sound that does it, it could be the visuals too.
Mm-hmm.
Astrid, did you happen to see last night when frankly, I was not paying attention to anything outside of my immediate vicinity. Did you happen to see there's the bright young wolf Nazi boys were also schmooching on each other? Because I would think that would be a very dangerous situation for them, given what they say publicly about such things.
Could be a nice bit of blackmail against our good friend Killinger as well.
Yeah.
Most of them were under the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a couple of photographs of Killinger topless and
cavorting with the boys.
That's actually, yeah.
Alas, I did not have any photography equipment with me at the
perhaps
time.
for this performance, we should make sure that we do have something to record what goes on, yeah?
I doubt that Mr. Killinger is going to be showing himself in public very, very often in the next few days.
Unless he's doing something to round people up, yeah?
Could I possibly do a psychology to try to see, sort of identify a trigger for what caused, Max and I to go into this state last night?
It was haunted me too.
Maybe a hard psychology?
It'd be more of a Cthulhu mythos if you have any.
One of the people that has that, maybe? Want to try that? Anybody?
I could try.
Yeah, the doctor.
Something. I've got 11 points. Being Cthulhu mythos, which we're not supposed to discuss because we don't really have points. Now I got 42.
Yeah, I don't mind rolling also, though. It's interesting. Especially since I know that Abezul is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's 17 for 13. How do we feel about this, Keith?
I rolled.
Is this a thing that would be legitimate to roll luck for? To spend luck on?
Did you pass?
Let's hear Max.
I did pass. I have a total of 5, and I actually rolled a 1.
Oh, an 01. Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
All right, so Max, what you kind of realize is that with the help of Growl, where he talked about it was definitely a spell, you're a little bit of Cthulhu mythos insight. You know that just the dance would not have been enough. There had to be some verbal component that was going on also.
Okay. So I kind of think that it was a combination of the two, the visual and the audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Anita was not talking while she was dancing. So.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
That makes sense. My understanding of hypnotism is that there's usually multiple components involved in order
Yeah.
to achieve some type of hypnotic state.
From what we understand of magic so far, so usually is, there could be stuff going on behind the stage that has nothing to do with the dance. Some visit. Or,
That's why I think going tonight would be most helpful to see if we can gather any clues. And now we know what to look out for. In fact, I would be, unless someone else is perhaps more sneaky than I would be okay searching around behind the stage where he'll be playing tonight.
well, is this going to be a stage tonight, or is it going to be in a private venue?
Then a private venue.
Okay, so it's not on like a theatrical stage this time.
No.
Okay,
No.
well then I'll search around the house or wherever it's going to be.
See if we can get to the
performed
basement,
at.
See if there's something going on there.
Sure, Gustav, I know you have some experience with subterfuge.
I could definitely sneak around if that's what we need.
And I'd be happy to distract if that's what's needed.
And who was it? I think Otto as well. Are you stealthy as well, or are you sneaky? Or
I'm pretty good at not being noticed when it's important. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be there.
That's true. I'm just saying, just in case.
And I'm not that sneaky, but I'm older, so maybe they'll just look at me and say, I say, I was trying to find the bathroom.
I wonder if I might use my press credentials as a distraction. I could show up with a little card in my hat and my camera, and maybe pass myself off and say, "Oh, I'm writing a story on this recital."
That may be a good idea, Max. I'm not sure if Anita really ties you to me at all. And so we could have, you there as like a potential like neutral observer in case she begins to like suspect us or he begins to suspect us.
Well, so Anita
I couldn't
just
get a good read on
sorry.
her.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a good read on her. Go ahead.
Yeah, was it just you and Otto that Anita met with? Does she know that? Okay.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Gustav, you and I may have met her.
Like briefly
I think we did.
that one night.
Yeah,
briefly, but yeah.
She sees a lot of people.
Yeah. She does meet a lot of people. Otto,
and she's not in the best frame of mind right now.
Yeah.
I think we can say with some surety.
Yeah.
She might remember you or Otto, but I don't know about the rest of them.
So Max, I think you going in as a press member would be a good strategy.
Yeah, I think that would be a good plan. I mean, I do have all the documents and things, so I would should work.
I like that also. Hans, did you speak with Grau about this performance? Do you think he'll be there also?
I don't remember if I talked to him about. Isn't he the one that sort of pointed us in this direction?
No. Nope. Astrid was invited by Henri, and Otto saw the advertisement in the newspaper.
So I don't recall if I've spoken to him about
hold
it.
on.
We may have offhand spoken to him. Going to see them tonight.
I ask because it furthers the idea of this experimental nature of things, right? If some of us can't hear, if some of us are outside, since Grau was not affected, then perhaps if we see if it affects him this time, or if we know that some people are immune from this, yeah?
It's yes, he wasn't affected at all by it.
Yeah, he seems to have some awareness of what's going on here.
If you want to reach out to him, you do have his phone. You do have his phone number.
Yeah, you want to see if he wants to go?
Yeah, I'll invite him. I'll invite him tonight.
All right, let me get him on the phone.
Okay.
suppose if he asks, I mean, we'll, you know, we're going to be planning on looking into Nveha and, you know, Mr. Gregorius perhaps tomorrow. We thought this was more pressing.
Yeah.
Hello.
He goes,
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah, and the phone does answer. He goes, hello?
Miss Herr Grau, how are you this evening? It's Dr. Vogelscheucher.
Oh, yes. The one from the cafe and from the performance. How's it going?
Oh, it's going very well, thank you. We have a friend. You remember Astrid, the rather beautiful young woman.
Oh, yes, Rat Machine Woman.
She has tickets tonight to go to see another performance of Miss Anita Berber, private performance with piano. Would you be interested in going?
Is this are you inviting me for more than just my appreciation of music, Hans? Do you think you need my expertise?
I don't know. I think that we want to see if something weird's going to happen again.
Oh,
And so maybe you'd want to be there for that.
This sounds most exciting. I think I will join you.
Wunderbar.
And then you make arrangements to meet up.
Yeah. Shall we see you tonight?
Oh, yes.
You want to have dinner beforehand?
Sure.
Right, we have dinner.
The Bear Bakta?
Yeah, we can go to the Bear Bakta. They have good dinner.
Ah, good. Excellent.
All right, he'll be there tonight.
So yeah, the question is, do we have time to visit this Nveha beforehand? Is that how we should spend the afternoon?
Yeah, we could go to the bookstore. That sounds like fun. Maybe they have another book like my book.
Well, yeah, I wonder even if something that cross references would be very interesting.
All right. So you could look up the Nveha bookstore in the telephone directory without any problem. They are listed. They are on Zion Kirchestrasse, Zion Church Street.
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay. All right. So the bookstore, when you go inside, the little bell tinkles as the door opens. The air inside is pungent with the smell of burning incense. There's many books that range from Egyptian architecture to psychoanalysis, non-Euclidean physics, and other esoteric studies. It is a one room shop with about 4 bookshelves, and at the behind the counter there is a doorway with a purple curtain covering it with some stars embroidered onto it.
And is there a staff present?
You do not see any.
We could look around for a little before we have to make small talk.
Yeah.
Is it how's the neighborhood? Is it an expensive commercial property, or is it in some back alley?
It's a it's not on Main Street, but not a back alley area. It's maybe a block or two off of what we would consider a main street.
And are the books priced? Are we
They are
expensive merchandise, or is it a very wide range, or
the very wide range? Yep.
Okay, I'm looking for the non-Euclidean stuff because this new physics is interesting to me.
It's difficult to find because when you reach for it over here, it's actually over here.
And Astrid, give me a spot hidden if you are there.
Pass.
You see on a table, you see some of the pamphlets that were at Anita Berber's hotel room when you went there. exact same pamphlets about magic.
Can I look at those more closely and see who's publishing these pamphlets?
You certainly can. So they are being published by Fraternitas Saturni.
Fraternitas Saturni. And are all of them done by the same place?
Yes.
Okay. And the topics again are magic and what other topics?
Let me flip back to where those were.
Sure.
Mirror magic, crystal magic, splitting magic, and satanic magic.
Okay.
That
I'm gonna snag the satan. Actually, I'm gonna just snag all of them and put them in my purse.
All right. And about that time, the curtain does pull to the side, and this gentleman walks out. Oh, he steps out and he goes, welcome, my customers. Any assistance that you need?
Guten Tag. Yeah, just looking around. Nice little shop you have here.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, just getting started within the year, but have been quite successful so far.
It seems like a very auspicious location and atmosphere.
Well, thank you.
This name in Veja, this is a Latin word, yeah?
It's a derivation of Latin. We felt it gave it kind of more of a mystical flavor and would maybe attract more people in.
I'm Otto Rector. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
My name is Eugene Grosch.
Herr Grosch, nice to meet you. So you said you have partners in this enterprise?
Yes, I do, but I am the principal owner.
Looks like you've got a lot of books on esoteric magic and things like that.
We do. We have books on all the major and minor religions of the world. We try to cater to all, no matter how old the belief.
Do you have any of the works of John Dee?
John Dee. Any particular ones you're
Well,
looking?
I'm interested in the Enochian language of angels.
Oh,
Perhaps you've got something like that.
Give me a luck roll.
I got to 46. What is that? Yeah, that's a pass.
He does have a book, a book by John Dee. Obviously, not an original, but
Right.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
This might do very nicely.
Oh, yes. Well, he's like, that one's been quite happy to find and all. Although you are the first one to come looking for it.
Well, I have an interest in the secret knowledge of the ancients.
I do. Are you interested in maybe learning, attending a lecture about some knowledge of the ancients?
Sure. What sort of lecture? Now I've got an appointment tonight.
Oh no, it's 2 nights from now. It's a brother Leonardo of the Fraternitas Saturni will be here. He's going to give a lecture on spiritual leadership as a magical reality.
It says just 2 nights from now. You say the Brotherhood of Saturn?
3 nights from now. Sorry, that was my mistake. 3 nights from now. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes. The Brotherhood of Saturn. Mm-hmm.
Saturn.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this organization?
Oh, well, obviously not too much until you've gotten a little bit more read into it, but essentially it's just an esoteric study group that I run. We offer some lectures on matters of secret knowledge and all. If you're interested, come to the lecture and maybe we can have a vote to see if you could join. You know, we obviously would quiz you, see how your occult knowledge is and all, whether or not mutually beneficial. We want to keep out just people that are just here to shock their in-laws.
My in-laws are long dead. If I shock them,
then maybe that is the type
something.
of person we want. You could shock them.
Well, thank you. I would like this book, please.
Oh, yes. No problem. Yeah.
And, you know, I was wondering, do you have any books on hypnotism? Specifically ancient forms of hypnotism, or maybe the history of the practice?
Could give me a luck roll. See if he has it.
Okay. No.
No, unfortunately, we do not. We're more into the religious side of it.
You haven't seen a copy of the Vermis Mysterious, have you?
No, if I would see that, I would be definitely trying to scrape up a pretty Reichmark to be able to purchase that.
Yeah, there don't seem to be very many copies in existence, no?
No, and I'd heard that a few years ago, the only one that was known to be in Germany went missing.
Yeah, oh yeah, I believe this sounds familiar to me. I think there was something in the newspaper about this.
Yeah, a true loss for our nation.
Yeah.
Also, is part of this book, which I think will be very helpful. Do you have anything like on early Hebrew mythologies, like something concerning the mythologies of like Lilith?
Oh, of course, yes. Yeah, we have some. They'll be over on that bookshelf near the Gnostic Gospels of St. John.
All right, thank you. Let me go look.
Okay. Yep. He does have some. He has one of the books that you would have seen that you researched at the library. He also has a couple of other ones that maybe go into a little more esoteric details about it. Take a bit to read.
I flipped through them just slightly to see if the one that I've read, I've put back, and if there's anything that looks like it might have some new knowledge in it, I'll purchase that as well.
Okay, there is one. Yep, that does have some additional.
Lilith for Dummies.
Yes, yeah.
Oh gosh, when you, I'm sorry if I am inquisitive. How large is this fraternity of yours and Leonardo's?
Oh, we have about 20 members right now.
It's a substantial group, yeah. And is it an isolated organization, or is it a fellowship with other groups of esoterics elsewhere?
Right now, it's just isolated here in Berlin. But if we could spread out and be able to share knowledge across other major cities, and of course we would love to. But every journey starts with the first step.
Yeah, of course. You have a very impressive breadth of material here. How do you acquire such an inclusive group of texts? Is it because the many of you share information about small publishers, or?
Exactly, and we have a couple benefactors that are that allow us to maybe outbid others. Of course, the books for sale are not of the rarest items. We save those for our own.
Yeah, interesting. would you say, I think at least I and my friend Hans will probably come to see this Leonardo in a few days.
Yeah.
But would you say that the organization has a philosophy or central tenets like this, or is it mostly just social?
More social. Yes, I mean, if you wanted to look for a tenant, it'd be that that we are very open-minded and that we don't discount any of the old beliefs until we can say for sure that they were false. But you'd be surprised how accurate the ancients were.
Yes, perhaps. I myself never had interest in these obscure arts until a few years ago when I had a personal experience.
Oh.
Did you experience something yourself, something occult that led you here?
No, I'd met a interesting man that kind of drew me in. I was introduced to him by one that I call, where is that guy's name? Pasitius.
More Latin is that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Pasitius.
That would mean, no, not Latin.
Yeah.
I've got magic Latin.
That's right.
Something to do with peace, perhaps.
Yes. But I met him, and we've grown our knowledge and our group together. He'll be there at the lecture if you would like to meet him. He is a
Excellent.
wonderful person.
And you said you have not been open at this location long, is that correct?
That is correct. I opened in January of this year, in fact. In fact, your friend there purchasing a couple books is one of our biggest customers so far. But
But I'll be back.
oh, well, that warms my cockles.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Oh no, thank you. Oh yes, please do come back. And if you have any special requests, ma'am, if you would like me to try and find some books on hypnotism, I could try and search some out for you.
Oh, that'd be most appreciative. Thank you.
Oh no
This
problem.
reminds me of one other point. I was curious. You call it, the group is called Fraternitas Saturnis. Is it a solely fraternal organization, or do you have members of the distaff sex as well?
Oh well, it's tends to be more male, but we are not so unenlightened that we would turn away a knowledgeable woman. After all, who doesn't want to be around the fairer sex?
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, well, it's a great pleasure to meet you, Hilclose.
It's good to meet you too.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, that was enlightening.
Yeah, that man has. My impression of that group of books is that this guy knows a lot of something, even if it's half nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably half nonsense. It's a group of people who like to get together and tell ghost stories to one another, probably.
Yeah, I get the sense that this is some sort of fad.
I thought for just a moment there, Eric, that you were going to tell them everything that happened to you.
It's going to take a couple of very good meetings for me to talk about. Well, there are some things that only we will ever know, of course.
That would have turned the hair on his head white.
Yeah, I don't think of it that way, but it's true that In a way, the things we have seen and experienced that could almost be, under the right circumstances, used as a weapon against someone, yeah?
Yeah. Of course, this is truth. It's hard for us to believe that they happened. And they happened to us. But yeah. Maybe when they speak of secret knowledge that we can't find out until we belong to it, is maybe something's happened to them as well. But my guess is it's just a ploy to get us to join their little club or give them whatever the money that they...
Yeah, for hundreds of years there have been these little groups that maybe they had pat each other on the back or something, but their ancient wisdom is a bunch of hooey.
Yeah. I can't think of what Pasitius might mean in Latin. You thought something like peace.
Well, yeah, Pax is peace, yeah, but
Yeah.
the bringer of peace, Pasitius.
Yeah, I don't know. In any case, I suppose we should get back. We're gonna get ready for dinner and go out. Have dinner with Herr Grau. Maybe we invite him to this bookstore too. He seems to be interested.
I wonder if there's something useful I can do during the performance other than just hang around outside watching who comes and goes, you know?
I don't know.
All right. Well, dinner is quite delicious. Grau does show up. He shows up a little late, but he does make it. He's dressed in his finest suit.
Ah, very nice. Herr Grau. So we went to the little bookstore this afternoon. We thought it would be fun.
Oh, you did. Oh, that's wonderful.
I found some interesting things on the Enochian language, and they're having a lecture in a couple of days. Otto and I want to go.
Oh, that would be wonderful if you would attend. I plan to be there.
Oh, you already know about it then?
Of course.
Oh, that's good. They have some sort of an organization of people who look into, I guess, the secret knowledge, Fraternitas Saturnius.
Fraternitas Saturni. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, I know of that organization.
Oh, so you've heard of it. What can you tell us about it? Sounds interesting.
Oh, it is a good. It's good. I am a member of the organization.
Oh.
Yes, that's why I'll be at the lecture.
Is this what you were mentioning before?
Yes, it is. This is one of the groups that I'm a member of. Yes.
Oh, but how odd if you just stumbled upon it like this.
Well, sometimes it is not coincidence. It is fate.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So dinner. He goes, well, shall we go to the recital? Is everyone going? We should have a 6 of us. That's a good turnout.
I'm coming with, but I'm not going to.
Oh, that's a shame, Otto.
Yeah, you know, I like the culture a bit, but also I after last night, I feel a little let's call it hesitant to consume more culture right now.
I understand.
I need to take care of some business, but I will be there eventually. So.
Oh, good.
I'm quite eager. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we?
Likewise. Yes. Let's go.
Go.
All right.
Afterwards, I'll see you for a nightcap. Yeah, enjoy.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Hans, Astrid, and Max are going, but if I understood, Max was going to not go in at the same time, so it's not to be associated together. Sounds good.
And I think so. I'm gonna. Do we still like the idea of me trying to sneak around the back, or?
Yeah, sure. Scope it out. You know.
Yeah,
if it's something feasible that you can do.
Do we have any Is this like a fancy recital where there'd be like, are there servers and waiters that are, there, or
Uh,
yeah?
you don't know. You haven't been there.
Oh man,
No.
ooh. Do we have? I say we happen to have anything like any kind of disguise for me? I guess whatever. I'll just talk my way through it.
Okay. All right.
I'll act like I'm supposed to be there.
That's right. So you guys arrive at the Clarkson's Ball House. As you show up, there is a little flyer for the recital, and it says it's on the second floor. The first floor, when you go in, is a wine bar. There's a few people there, and then they've got the little sign pointing up to the mirrored room, is what they call it.
How big is the building? Do we have any idea? Like, is it only the 2 stories?
It is only the 2 stories, and it's about 27 foot square, so not too big.
Not huge. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like a big living room.
Yep, pretty much. Guys, head on up the steps, and with Max kind of hanging out behind him.
Yeah.
You get up the steps, and you come into the mirrored room, which is very appropriately named. Besides the door, most of the walls are mirrors, giving the room an image that it's larger than it actually is. Yeah. There's a grand piano sitting in the middle with about 20 chairs around it. However, there's only about 2 other people in the attendance right now.
Okay. Looks like they're going to have an orgy. With mirrors on the wall.
Oh,
won't be nearly as exciting as the last one.
Growl smiles at that. He's like, "Oh well, maybe hanging out with you it was a good choice."
My friend Carl, we'll see. We'll hope it's not quite the way it was the other night.
Yes, hopefully not.
What do you think? You think, Herr Grau, that it was magic? Some sort of ritual magic.
I truly do. I believe that.
Yeah.
Outside, I'm wandering around the place, getting an idea of the block, and also keeping. I make little notes about who I see go in case there's anybody familiar or otherwise noteworthy.
Okay, give me a spot hidden.
$51 for 65 is a regular success.
All right. So as you're watching, you sees one of the people going in. He kind of looks like the gentleman that was outside the library that got possessed when you guys had the librarian get arrested.
Oh dear. Is he acting? Does he look like he's acting under compulsion?
No.
No, but he's familiar. That's interesting.
And he does head into the building. And Gustav, what are you doing?
I suppose I'm gonna try to sneak around the back and find the employee servants entrance, because I'm a important bodyguard man and I've got to go in through the way that my employer told me to.
Okay. So you go around back, and there is in the alleyway. Of course, it's a little dirtier in the alley than it would be in the front. They do got their empty wine crates stacked up, and yep, there is a employee out there smoking.
I'm just gonna, or I guess I'll just try to sort of maybe does it look like I can slip by him, or is he gonna see me?
He'd probably see you. He's kind of like sitting right against the door with his foot on the wall.
All right, I'm just gonna try to, make look like I'm supposed to be here, and that I'm not doing anything wrong, and I'm just going where I'm supposed to go and walk inside.
Okay. You have any acting?
No, I have I've got fast talk if he questions
right.
me though.
All right, yeah. So as you approach, he's like going, "Hey, the front door's around the other way, sir."
Oh no, this is the way I'm supposed to go. You know, my I'm a my employer's in here. I'm a high end bodyguard. Don't worry about it. You know, just
All right, give me a fast talk.
it's like, look, I don't know if you know Mr. Grau, but he's right in there. He told me to come in through the back because you never go into the front because it's bad form if you're the bodyguard that goes into the front. And I got a 70, which is my fast talk. Is that a fail? Or?
No, that's a pass. He
Okay,
takes a drag.
right.
He's like, whatever, go on in. All right.
Yeah.
And Max?
Okay. So I've walked in a little bit behind Astrid and Hans.
Mhm.
Now it was the husband that was actually doing the recital. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and his name was Hoffman.
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't read my handwriting.
Spelled differently.
Yeah. So I'm going to go up to, if I can, I'm going to go up to him and introduce myself.
He is not. You don't see him.
I don't see him. Okay.
No.
Okay. And so is there just like a bunch of chairs
Yep.
sitting around? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does there look to be like anybody that's kind of, I don't know, sort of like in charge, like a manager or something?
They'd probably be downstairs in the wine bar.
Okay.
Where a manager would be.
Okay. Well, since I can't see anybody to talk to, I guess I'm just kind of gonna. I've got my little camera with me, and so I'm gonna take like a picture of the setting,
Okay.
like a reporter would do,
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like get a scene picture.
Okay, understood. All right, so the recital was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. About 8:15, one of the people that was sitting in there gives up and walks out. You guys keep waiting?
Yeah, it's getting kind of late, huh?
Yeah, Astrid will go grab a glass of wine and she can
Okay.
come back up.
You get wine. At 8:30, the door swings open to the mirrored room, and Otto, you would have seen Anita and Henry finally show up. The door swings open, and you see Anita and Monsieur Hoffman walk in. Anita's wearing her morphine dress, and she is accessorized it by wearing a monocle. Henri escorts her over to a chair, but she kind of slaps him and yells at him and says, "I can sit myself." And he kind of he plays it off very without missing a beat of any embarrassment. Of course, he goes, Dank, Damen, and he's struggling with German. And Anita interrupts him again and goes, Astrid, come sit next to me, love.
Oh, yes, hello. Yes, hi, Anita.
I'm so happy you made it. And all.
Yes, does your husband need some help translating? I'd be happy to translate.
Oh, yeah, I've told him many times, it's just Dankeschön, and then start playing. No one wants to hear his opinions on anything.
Okay.
Can I do a visual medical assessment of Miss Berber?
Yes.
I'm 99. I guess I'm too busy.
No, you can.
It's a fine piano.
And Max?
So I'm going to kind of get near Mr. Hoffman and kind of hold my camera up and give a nod as to indicate if it's okay to take his picture.
He nods.
Okay, and I'm gonna kind of get a good picture of him near his piano. And
all right. Oh, he smiles, and then he sits down, and he goes Tatatans, the dance of the dead. And then he starts playing, and the song is a dynamic piece using the paraphrases of the Gregorian chants Dies Irae. And he's actually a very skilled piano player. It's quite well done. And he plays on. You guys can appreciate it. About 8 minutes in, Anita reaches down and starts rubbing your upper thigh, Astrid.
Astrid will just kind of politely move her hand over and give her a little glance.
Yeah. And Gustav and Autumn?
It's interesting to see them going so late, but out here I hear maybe a little bit of tinkle, but not much, right?
Right.
Yeah, I wait to see what shape my friends come out in.
All right. So, and Gustav, sorry.
No worries. I suppose I'll I'll meander around sort of the sort of back areas, making it look like I'm looking for somebody. Meanwhile, I'm just like that I'm supposed to meet up with. Meanwhile, I'm just looking for anything that stands out or anybody that's acting oddly.
Understood. All right, so the composition goes on. About 16 minutes into the composition, Anita starts coughing rather violently. And she starts coughing up some blood, even.
Oh, I immediately
my
get up
goodness.
and go over to her.
Okay.
Dr. Hans.
I'm a doctor. I'll examine her.
Okay.
Anita, my dear, this is my friend. It's all right.
Always has this with me.
Should I go get her some water, doctor, or what?
Yeah, go get her some water.
Okay.
All right,
You run down the steps and get some water. Okay.
right
And
here.
give me a medicine roll, Hans, with a bonus. I mean, this is a normal.
Well, I got a 4. So
All right. She is suffering from consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tuberculosis, as we would
probably
call it nowadays.
advanced if she's spitting up blood.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, no, my dear.
And of course, Henri comes over. He's like, "What, dear? Wrong? What wrong?" As he struggles with his German.
I'll say to him in English. I'll say, she's all right. She needs to rest. It's just maybe too much is for her right now. I would suggest you take her home and have her sleep for a while. Maybe get some sleep. She looks like she's sleep deprived.
Oh, okay.
And if I can get him alone,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I'm very sorry, but I believe Miss Berber has tuberculosis consumption.
Oh no.
And I don't know how long she's got, but it's pretty advanced.
Oh, this is terrible. Like, is there anything we can do?
I don't think there was a cure for tuberculosis back then.
Yeah.
No, but it is contagious. So you'll need to don't come into contact with any of the blood or the sputum. But yeah, take her back, make her comfortable.
He's like, but we took a taxi here. Do you have a vehicle that I could?
We didn't bring our own car either, did we?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, we didn't bring our own car.
Grau gets up. He's like going, I can get someone here to get them home.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I then I take Grau aside and I said, be careful. She's got tuberculosis. She's got consumption.
Oh, it's awful. Oh,
it's all these years of wild living. It has.
Yeah.
Astrid's kind of speaking, with Anita. Anita, dear, how long have you known that you've been sick?
It's like, well, I've been getting weaker the past few months. That was one of the reasons we went to the Levant, the dry air. We thought it would help, but
yes,
I missed Berlin. They're so prudish there.
Well, my dear, you need rest now, and please, be mindful of your health.
Oh, yes. So, Otto, you see Growl come down. He gets on a phone. He makes a call, and about 20 minutes later, a vehicle does pull up.
Yeah.
As a gentleman you don't recognize in, and then Growl comes up and goes, the car is here.
All right, let's get to downstairs very carefully.
Okay. All right.
I take my handkerchief, yeah. If you
Yeah.
need to. We can keep the handkerchief.
Yeah. Oh, they come downstairs and they load her up in the car, and Growl's like, I'll go with them so I can pay the driver.
Okay, yeah, we meet up tomorrow if you want.
Yes, that will be good.
And this is a pretty nice car, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
A black sedan kind of thing, and the driver looks just like some guy.
Yeah, just some guy.
But it's not a taxi driver, no? It's a private vehicle. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I sit in the wine bar and wait for my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, we come downstairs. Obviously, the show is over. Oh, I go sit down next to Otto. So poor Mrs. Berber, she's got consumption.
She seems so full of life last night, though. She was dancing all over the stage.
She was full of something, all right, yeah. I want to know what she injected.
It's going to progress rather quickly, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you think she's that far along, yeah?
Yeah, well, she's spitting up blood and it's a black sputum, so.
And how was the show? Is this only some big deal? Is there some
It's
hot
just
shot?
music. It was nothing.
No Babezul, no dancing snakes, no rising on the floor.
It was quite intense music, but nothing.
What if it was somebody else? What if it wasn't the dancer or the music at the club? It's the White Mouse. What if it was somebody else in the crowd doing magic?
All hypotheses, I think, at this point are open, yeah? Although she did bring up Astarte herself. So she is connected to this experience, right? She might be just a component, but she's connected.
And something else that's interesting, and Herr Grau is no longer with us, right, Keith?
No.
Right.
Okay. So the pamphlets, and I pulled them out of my purse, the pamphlets at the bookstore, I've also seen these before. These were also in Anita's apartment. So she has some connection, or he has some connection to Fraternitas.
Well, yeah, we know Grau has.
No, but the apartment.
No, I'm talking about
Henri.
Anita and her husband, yeah.
Yeah, I see. When you saw them at their house, was they like on display, like please take a pamphlet?
I mean, the apartment was a mess, so everything was just strewn about it. I just so happened to see these brochures. And Keith, can I take a little bit of a closer look at them now that we're just kind of hanging out in the wine bar? I'm just going to scan through them.
You sure can. Yep. So the pamphlets are they have discussions about a type of magic. They're mostly about sex magic, being able to get people, but there is one that grabs your attention about being able to make people do things against their will.
What's the context around that? Could you?
Yeah, let's look at all of these. This is, the way the book teller talked about this, it seems like a nice social club for people who are interested in ancient religion, but this looks like manipulative weirdness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad Grau's not here because he says he's a member.
And maybe it's good Grau's not here.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that perhaps the society has a dark side.
So one of them is about being able to get people to act beyond their will, but it not just for do that is a way to absorb their life force. If you can get control of them. Another one talks has odd. It's about making living like dolls that would come alive and act human.
Like a little bloody homunculus, you mean?
And others about like sun worshiping and all. But the two that are most interesting are those.
Now, if I can make some sort of, I'm doing this actually privately in my own mind, but some corroboration between some of the stuff they're talking about and some of the stuff that I've read in De Vermis Mysteries.
Okay. I'm trying to think what's in the Vermin's Mysteries. Yeah, there'd definitely be something about the life force stealing.
Life force stealing, yeah.
And I mean, this is something that I know. Can I make like an intelligence roll to see if Astrid would know this?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna be fair.
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't pass it. Okay, never mind. Astrid doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
At the White Mouse, Killinger was there.
Yes, he was.
Was he there by himself? Or
No,
with a group?
he was there with some of his new Viking League padres. They had a couple prostitutes with him.
You know what you say, Astrid? Grau wasn't affected. What if Grau himself did something?
I think it's a very likely possibility.
The thing is, I sat at the table. I was quite enamored of the man because of the movie, and I didn't see him do anything. And did I?
Yeah,
see
he
him
was
do
just
anything?
sitting there quietly when I saw him. He was just sort of observing everything.
Yep.
Maybe there's a level to magic that we don't even know about.
Well, also quietly observing
Yeah.
it makes me think again of an experiment, except this time via the little white mice, right? The weiße Mäuse.
The white mice is a white mouse.
Yeah. Test subjects of something. Because again, there is this Grolsch describes his little magic shop and his fraternity is all very wholesome, yeah. But these are not wholesome activities. Stealing the life force of others. What if everyone in the orgy has a life force stolen?
The thing is that if you're an evil, weird organization, why would you advertise by making pamphlets and passing them around as a library and so?
Ask the same thing as the Nazis, yeah?
Do you know you are a very smart man, yeah. That's very true.
The Satanist document, is it like what's the tone of the document? Could I say, like, is it?
It's delving more in like in satanic, more of like the Old Testament devil, you know, the tempter, the
make a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they see like Satan as like this, like, you know, holy being, like a la Aleister Crowley kind of view, or is it more like Paradise Lost, like
more like a Paradise Lost,
John Milton kind of style? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Very interesting. Well,
I don't know what it means
don't
that they're so interested in us joining this, and also people of the general public, right? I agree. That, I mean, what I say about the Nazis is right, because they want majority for power, but the power is very hierarchical. Whereas this club is like, come into us, right? Come into this group with us, and then you have power. But they don't want to share power, really, you know?
You know, I tell you what, I think that I'm shrewd enough that, and I like Grau, and Grau likes me apparently, so perhaps I try and get into this organization to keep an eye on them for us. I'm not really interested in power or riches or all that stuff. I've got a career, but Maybe I can be the man on the inside. What do you think? I don't think there's any danger. These are probably just a bunch of rich phonies.
Well, I think we want at least 2 people inside, yeah? In case there is danger. But yeah, first we have to wait until Leonardo has his lecture, and then we find out what they sound like and who the other members are. Maybe we meet Pacius or whoever.
Yeah.
Of course, at this rate, you know, Herr Grau could be Pacius, yeah? Since he seems like
Could be Leonardo.
Yeah, or Leonardo. He seems like the shadow figure. Did he say anything about where he was having Anita taken?
He did not.
I thought he was taking her back to her apartment. I told him that they need to have her lie down and rest.
Okay, that's something we'll check on in the morning, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go check on her first thing in the morning.
You know, Astrid, I'm very sorry. I don't know how long she's going to last.
Yeah, I you know, she's always lived her life on the razor's edge, and you know, it sounds like she's gotten involved in some really.
She looks like a woman twice her age.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very sad.
Don't do drugs.
Except, of course, the necessary normal ones.
Well, not the regular ones. Just don't try the rose petals and ether.
Yeah.
Cocaine's quite a journey I've had with that one.
I mean, cocaine's okay.
I mean, cocaine you can use as eye drops, yeah? It's good for the sclera.
In moderation.
That's right. All right. So the evening passes. Unless there was anything else you wanted to do for the night. Okay. All right.
No.
So the next day, it dawns. It's a very blustery, windy day, and oddly enough, in August, it's a much cooler wind than would be normal for this time of year.
Guten Abend. Guten Morgen, sorry.
Good morning.
Guten Tag.
Good morning, Gates. We have a couple of days now. I don't know what we look for. Yeah? Anita, did you, Asta, did you get a hold of Anita? Did you phone her or?
Yeah, I was just gonna stop here for a coffee first, and then I was gonna head over to her hotel room.
You know, maybe I'll come with you because, you know, I saw her last night and see her talk to her.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Oh, you guys are at the Bear Bakta then?
Yeah.
So they bring you your breakfast and everything. They're having a little problem with the napkins with the wind trying to blow it away and all.
It's
What
okay.
about-
They put the coffee cup on top.
That's right. About halfway through your coffee cup, the waitress comes up and she's like, Dr. Vogelshoik,
Yeah.
we got a package for you here.
A package for me? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
She hands you this box, and on top there is a note.
Oh, she is coming. The mother of abominations. She brings death on black wings. All will suffer, but the young will suffer the most. You see this? This crazy message on this box. But you know what? It sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar?
Yeah, this is Lilith.
Let me see what's in the box. Wait. Maybe it's something disgusting or frightening or contagious. Let's find out. Be very careful. Opening the box. Make sure it's not booby-trapped.
Okay. And Max, were you wanting to add something?
No. I'm
Okay.
good.
So you put your hand up. All right.
Yeah.
So, Hans, as you open up the box and you open it up, inside is a little ceramic doll.
Little ceramic doll.
I got kind of a long black hair. She is not dressed at all, and on
Okay.
the back of her neck, she has an
I'm-
inscription.
Is it Jewish letters?
Yeah, that's Hebrew.
Looks Aramaic or Hebrew, yeah.
Hebrew?
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same letters that say the Yiddish is written.
I wonder what it
I
means.
don't know what
any-
they are, though. Yeah, we have to.
Can I make like a luck roll to see if there's anyone Jewish like around or like an employee that we may know? So that's,
Sure. Why not?
And if I made it clear, I'm not touching the doll. I've got my handkerchief.
Okay.
I passed that.
Okay. There's a large Jewish population in Berlin at the time. So yeah, we'll say that there are some Orthodox Jews or something.
I'm gonna ask like one of the cooks or one of the chefs that I know is Jewish and say, do you excuse me, do you speak Yiddish or can you read the language?
I
Or
can
the Hebrew language.
I can read it. I'm not the best at speaking it, but yes, I can.
Do you happen could you come over here and look at this real quickly and tell me what it means?
Oh, yes. And she looks at it. Oh, that is emet. It means truth.
Oh.
Is this what's on the golem head? What's sitting on the head of the golem?
It's a golem
is.
puts the name of God in the mouth.
But you are correct, Otto. That is what they would put on the golem also.
Truth.
And when you kind of are you holding it even with the napkin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can feel that there's like liquid inside.
It's very strange. What's the
Awesome.
other side look like? Like just like a little girl or a little woman?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's a face.
Yep. She does have a face, not anyone you would recognize.
Rudimentary, just
Yeah.
boop boop pop. Yeah.
This is some form of magic?
Do you suppose that this doll has something to do with the pamphlets and the spell of?
Yeah, didn't you say little dolls?
Yeah, and getting the life force and making dolls or something like that.
It's very
This
interesting.
is very similar to the Grossman
Yeah,
situation.
his were creepy gnomes though.
Yeah, but the doll was inside.
Same idea.
Yeah,
Same
I'm not
idea.
sure. This
Is
could
it
be
anything
connected,
like-
but this could be something else.
Is this anything like the doll that was inside the creepy?
It is not. That was more of a
that was
Right.
a nice
doll.
cloth doll like a grandmother makes out of rags.
Then, and I'm going to carefully wrap it
Mhm.
in.
It through the cloth hands, it feels the clay is hard. Yeah, it's not fresh. It's not
Right,
wet.
but you can hear there's like a liquid inside. Which
There's no return address. Obviously, is the handwriting? What's the handwriting? Is it a man's hand?
I don't know. Can I tell whether it's a man's hand or a woman's hand?
Give me give me an education. Well, we'll go with education on that.
Got an 8.
It is a woman's handwriting.
It's a woman's hand. Doesn't look like Anita Burba's hand, no? Her
don't
hand's
think
probably
so.
like this.
Yeah, I think it would be quite shaky.
And I don't know if she would even know where you're
Oh,
located
yeah,
at.
yeah.
I don't think she.
Somebody knows where that's a bail doctor.
Mhm.
Somebody who's watching us. I'm going to look around, see if there's a woman watching us somewhere.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
A 1. I'm rolling really well tonight.
Yeah, you are. So you're positive there is not a woman watching you.
There's nobody watching us.
Yeah.
Not a single woman anywhere watching
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
except for Astrid.
Let me look
Story
at
of my life.
Let me look at your appearance. Yeah, they're definitely not looking at you.
I'm not
Now
so
then.
bad looking.
I know.
Herr Grau has never mentioned having a wife, yeah?
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's not Frau Berber, it's not Frau Grau. If you don't know why
And it's-
someone would... And it's someone who's
It's
aware
Jewish.
that Lilith is around.
Yeah.
Well, it might not be a Jewish person. It might be someone who reads Jewish magic, which is a reason perhaps to go and see the bookstore again.
Yeah, did you get the impression that Eugene was maybe Jewish?
Walsh, I don't think so from the name.
I thought Eugene, maybe.
He also didn't want to say who his partner was. Did you notice that?
That's true. That's true.
It's like a cagey one, that Walsh.
You know, there's probably a Jewish quarter here. There's probably a rabbi. We can ask him if he knows anything about this.
Yeah, it'd be nice if, you know, I mean, I have to, some of the bootleggers have a line, right, with the Jews. So maybe I can ask a friend to recommend somebody who won't run away screaming or try to put us in the loony bin.
I'd be curious to know the connection with Lilith too. I feel like someone of the Jewish faith may have more information and knowledge about that, and maybe can talk about those connections a little bit more.
Yeah,
Is
that
there-
tradition is a Jewish tradition. It's not a Christian tradition. It's not, you know, it's not in the Old Testament. It's rabbinical kind of magic.
Yeah. It's different. It's a translation. It depends on if your translation comes from the original Hebrew or if it comes from the Greek. The Greek doesn't have any name for Lilith. It's a Bible.
Yeah, Noah is a woman before Eve. So yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
Do you think it's a matter of luck where I find somebody who knows an educated Jew in the underworld that I can talk to?
I don't know.
Um,
I don't know if there's
yeah,
like
we'll say that what you do. You know,
Okay.
something, yeah.
Yeah, so I drop by someplace and say, you know, I want to talk about something strange with my Silverbein.
Mm-hmm.
If he can, you know, if he can meet me this afternoon, I'll buy him a couple of glasses of wine and we can ask him some questions. We have gotten some very strange I want to show this guy.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah. I'll let him know. You got any more good shipments coming in, Otto?
There's a bunch of American tobacco coming in on the 12th that I'll let you know about. It's going to be primo stuff.
Oh, good. I'll get some bios lined up.
So very good. Thank you. So
So
you can reach us at the Beobach there.
The Bearbactor. Yep. Oh, yeah. We'll have him go there, and I'll let him know that you were the ones that got in that wine that he appreciated so much not that long ago.
Very good. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Gustav, what are you going to be doing?
I'm not sure. I think I'll just be ready to help.
All
Maybe
right.
needs my help.
Max?
Can't think of anything.
I'm just here for help
All
as
right.
much as I can.
Astrid?
Yeah, so Astrid does still want to go visit Anita, so that's still on her list of things to do.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right. So you guys go to the hotel.
Before we do that, so I will give the little doll to Otto
Mm-hmm.
so that he can show his friend
Yeah.
and see.
So we'll keep it in the box.
Yeah,
in
keep it
cloth,
in the cloth.
box.
Don't
and-
touch it.
If Max and Gustav, if we have a little time before I have an appointment, right? So we can see the bookshop and look for things that might relate to this evil devil doll. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Wunderbar. Yeah.
All right. All right. So Astrid and Hans, as you head over to the Hotel Excelsior, as you're coming along, you see some police stopped at an apartment apartment there, and you see a woman outside crying as the police are bringing out a baby-sized coffin. So, and she's like, I don't understand. He was so healthy when we put him to bed, and he just. I've heard of this happening, infants just passing. I just never thought it would happen to me.
Horrible. But I said to Astrid, I said, it's the children who suffer the worst.
Yes, the young will suffer the most. Oh, that's disturbing.
But children do die,
Yeah.
Maybe it's just coincidence, which you would see.
Perhaps.
All right.
So you guys make it to the Hotel Excelsior. And how do you want to go? Do you want to just head up to her room or go to the front desk?
So, yeah.
Okay. We'll just go to her room.
So you go to her room. The door is propped open, and the maids are in there cleaning it up.
Okay. She already left.
She's already gone? Where'd she go?
Well, she was planning on leaving today anyways, right?
I forget, where was they going?
They were talking about going to Belgium, but
yeah,
whether or not she was in.
Excuse me. Is the room vacant?
Yes. Yes. They did not come home yesterday, and we got a phone call from the man saying that they would not be returning.
Thank you.
Left all their stuff here.
Strange. Yeah. Thank you very much. I better call Grau, see what's going on.
Okay.
And can I just look a little bit closer, like at the stuff that's in the room, like the books, maybe, like just to get a sense of what if there's any other hints or clues that they left behind.
You can. There's not.
There's nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm wondering if maybe we should have somebody come and collect all of her stuff, so that if it's very strange they left it here.
That is Anita's way, though. She's, sometimes she's less attached to material things.
Well, I don't mean to sound morbid, Astrid, but if she dies, that could be worth a lot of money. It's horrible. I'm sorry. It's my morbid.
Astrid will grab something of Anita's under the ethics of Anita would want her to have it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. So you take that. Okay. All right. Otto, Gustav, and Max.
So we go to the Inveja, and the little bell rings. It's the same fellow behind the counter.
The door is locked.
And the business hours are posted?
Yep.
It should be open now, right?
Yes, it should be.
The windows we can't see inside, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, you can kind of see in, because it's dark inside, light out. So maybe if you shield your eyes, you can see in. It looks dark inside.
And there aren't shelves on the floor, and it's not on fire, and it just looks locked up.
Yep.
So the hours, is it like morning and then a break for lunch and then evening?
Yep.
And are we close to the closing hour, or is it should be wide open?
It should be wide open.
Friend Grosch is not a good businessman.
This is odd. Especially at a time like this.
What do you got? I mean, just a pretty quiet side street. Maybe there's someone inside who needs our help. We should pop in and see, or do we want to not commit the petty larceny?
Is there another entrance into the shop?
Let me look at this map.
Yeah, we could look at the alley and see what's going on. Even if
Yeah.
you can see in the back office, there's somebody slumped over a desk.
Yeah.
You get a feel that if you go to the alley, there probably is a back door.
Yeah, maybe we should go around back and see if the back door is open. Maybe
Sure.
we might find something there.
Yeah, I'm agreeable. Or I'll for
Check it out.
5 minutes I'll wait in front and see if anybody comes by to open it up. Maybe he just went for a sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll give
Sure.
you
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
good whistle. And
Okay.
then if you find the place empty, once the door's open, then you can come and let me in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you two go around to the back. Give me a luck roll.
Max, do it.
I did. I passed that.
All right. So when you come around the corner, you get a little bit of a scare as like some paper kind of flashes in front of your eye. It's caught up on this damnable wind that's just blowing constantly. But then when you kind of jump back and then you look and the alley is empty.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah. Let's find that back door.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yep. You can. Obviously, it's easy to figure out which one is the back door. It is.
Well, yeah.
It is locked also.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and wait for the whistle
Hmm.
after 5 minutes, and then
And it's just a door. There's no windows or anything on the back.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Is there like
yeah.
is there like a mat or a loose brick or something that I might find a spare key under?
There is not. No.
Right.
I like where you're thinking, but no.
Yeah.
Okay. And then. All right.
Suppose we should tell Otto that this one's unfortunately locked. I mean, I could try to get us in here, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know. I mean, if we wanted to get inside, this would probably be the best entrance. Fewer people would see us.
Right.
But it is odd to be closed.
Let's
Yeah, let's-
see what Otto says.
Yeah, let's go around and talk to Otto and see what he wants to do.
Max, Gustav, you guys don't take the insinuation. I mean, I was hoping there would be a window and you could just pop your elbows through it. But,
I looked for a spare key under a loose brick or something, but I didn't find anything. The door was locked on the back side.
this is a problem with journalism these days. You guys are too honest.
Ah,
You want me to try to bust it down?
Well, I guess this is the question I have. I mean, maybe the guy's got a sick aunt, right? We don't know that there's anything happening.
no.
So maybe
Right.
we wait until this evening, and if the place never opens up, or tomorrow the place is still closed, then we think, okay, we have a reason to break in here. Maybe now it's a little premature. It's a crime, and they got expensive books in there. We break in, the doors open, a ragamuffin can run by and carry off some incunabulum.
You have a point.
So unless you guys have an instinct that there's someone in danger, then I guess we come back in a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm a little disappointed. I want to talk to this guy.
All right.
So, and before we get off the block, if there's a telephone with a directory in a cafe on the street, I want to look up the name Grosch and see how many there are. I mean, there are a lot of Eugenes.
Right.
Maybe we before we go to the doctor, we check out Eugene Grosch's house and see, oh, he's sick. He's got the flu.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah. Is there a listing for Grosch, Eugene Grosch?
There is, yeah.
All right. So we go and say hello to our friend. We said we were worried about his shop. It looked like somebody wanted to bust a window.
Okay. So when you go by, you knock, and there is no answer.
And what kind of building is this?
A decent apartment. He probably is renting out half the floor. So
Does the door look like that it had been kicked in or damaged in any way?
it does not.
It's a nice, bright, happy street with people walking by and children playing the ball. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
I don't know, boys. This is something's fishy. He could be dead in the shop. Do you want to go back?
Yeah, let's go back. I don't know if it's anything, but there was a lot of breeze in the back alley.
Yeah, it's a strange day.
Yeah.
It's a lot of grit in the air. Okay, if he doesn't answer the door, so we go in the back and make sure he's not lying under his desk in a pool of blood. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are headed back to the shop. Hans and Astrid.
We're going downstairs. I'm going to get on the phone and call Herr Grau.
Okay. It rings and rings and rings.
Oh, there's no answer. That's distressing. What did he do with her? What if he's going to do something horrible?
Yes, I'm starting to think this wasn't such a good idea to let him take her away.
It's completely innocent. We thought that, he was just going to take her home. Maybe he took her to the hospital. But why wouldn't he be home now? Maybe if you go check at the hospital, see if she's there.
There are a number of hospitals in Berlin, though.
That's the closest one. Let's say maybe as they were driving away, she got very ill and he took her straight to the hospital. We can kind of guess which one would be the closest one.
Okay, sure.
All right. Let me see.
I'm so disappointed. I wanted Grau to be the friend that I have. We could watch movies together and stuff.
All right. So, where was I? Okay. Give me a luck roll. Yeah,
I'm
we'll just go
13.
Okay. All right. So the closest hospital was the Kreuzberg.
Okay, we'll go to the Kreuzberg. And I'm just going to ask, by chance was Miss Anita Berber admitted she has consumption?
Oh, she was. She passed last night.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it happened. She was very, very sick, and I mean, she was young, but she looked like she'd lived a hard life.
Is anybody still here? Is the family? Her husband?
No, he left last night with another gentleman.
Herr Grau.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
Oh, I am very shocked.
Yeah, this is disturbing, and of course now my mind is going to the strange statement about stealing life force, and oh God, what if we've made a horrible mistake, Doctor?
She might have had this consumption for quite some time. It was quite advanced.
Well, she said she had been sick for at least a few months because she was sick before she left for the Levant, but it's still the fact that Grau is involved in this now is.
But I was right. They came right here, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I wonder if we could get a hold of Henri. I mean,
I don't have his number. I don't know.
Wait,
Why wouldn't he go back to
Doctor, Hans, You've seen Nosferatu, right? Sorry.
You made it to the hospital, Gustav? That was crazy.
I think I
Whoa.
can hear Gustav in my
Gustav
head.
has a great
I'll ask you later.
Well, let's go meet up with everybody at the mailbox so Gustav can tell me what he wants to tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a hunch.
All right, Autofax and Gustav.
Okay, I guess we're back around to the bookshop.
Okay. Still locked up?
Do either of you have any skill picking locks? Maybe better not to bust the door down if we can keep from it.
I have picked about 1 out of 10 locks I try to pick, I can pick. Shall I give it? I'll give it a try. Can't hurt. No, I don't know how this thing works. It bent my little winkle. It bent my middle, my metal.
Cool. I forgot I was here a second ago. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the wind, I think. It's very disappointing.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, I bet this wind is so loud that if somebody slammed into this doorway, no one would hear a damn thing in this alley. Yeah.
Let's. Yeah. So it's about that time when we start breaking down doors.
This is where we go in.
All right.
Do you hear somebody screaming for help? I think I hear someone screaming for help.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Give me a strength roll.
I got a 52. Hold on, I don't know if that's a fail or not. That's a fail for me.
My arm!
I'll spend 2 luck. That's worth it.
All right. The door feels like it's gonna give, but it sounds like you're gonna need about half that on that number to pop
He
it.
bounces off. It looks painful, and then it swings open.
Yeah. Nope, it's still shut.
No, I'll give it a try.
All right.
Okay, that was good. That's a regular pass.
All right. Yeah. God, this is a good door.
Well then, we can come back with a crowbar.
Hey, Gustav, do you want to give it a go together?
Sure, can we try that?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
All right.
Now, whoever has the highest strength, give me a roll, and you just need a regular if you're doing
I
it
got
together.
50.
I got 60.
Go ahead. I'll help you.
Okay. Ooh, that's really good. That's an 8.
All right, yeah, you hit it good that time, and the door jamb kind of pops open. It is damaged, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
watching Zally, and we are unseen.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So we close the door as best we can, and we look around.
All right, so you come in through the back door. You come into a room that is just as large as the shop was, but here there is a dais with about 30 chairs lined up in front of it, like that's where they would give presentations.
These lectures are a big deal.
Yeah.
They give half the floor space over to their lectures if they keep behind the curtain. And he said they had 20 members, so they have more chairs, so they're looking to expand.
Either that or he wasn't being truthful when he said 20.
Yeah. Is there a backstage of any kind?
Nope, there is not a backstage, but on the far end, going into the middle of the building, there is a curtain drawn across a doorway.
This is the purple curtain with stars on it?
It is purple, but it doesn't have stars on this one.
So I'm sorry, at the back of the stage, there's a blank wall? Or
Yep. Yeah, it's right up against the wall.
Okay. So there's a small stage with raised elements and the chairs. The chairs are just arranged in regular rows?
Yep.
All right. And so then so we go up to the curtain, and what's behind the curtain?
When you open up the curtain, this is a small hallway. There is the curtain with the stars embroidered on it at the end of the hallway, but there's a door to the left and door to the right.
And so far we don't hear or see nobody.
You do not.
And it's just a little bit of light coming through the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So you want to? Okay, I'll take the door on the left.
It's a bathroom.
That's convenient. I actually had a lot of coffee this morning.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Let's try the door on the right.
Yeah.
All right, the door on the right, this is a small room, is mostly taken up by a scuffed writing desk. There is a Tiffany desk lamp sitting there, and there are many bookshelves on the walls.
Okay, so this is where he keeps the real esoteric books he talks about. That's what we look at. And there's nobody on the floor.
There is not.
It does not smell like blood or fire or sulfur. Okay. So we are just criminals now, boys, I think. What's on the desk?
Okay, so we'll do Max first. What do you got, Max?
Oh, I swear I heard somebody screaming on the inside. Yeah, what's on, is there anything on the desk?
There are 2 books on the desk. Do any of you read Latin?
No.
So there's a book
I have
written in
learned
to
a
bring him to the
little
good
bit in
doctor.
the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I've picked up a little.
Yeah.
You picked up a little?
We'll have to bring it to the good doctor and you know, liberate it perhaps if we can hide it in our bag or somewhere.
Okay. The other book looks like an accounting book.
Is it open or is it closed?
It is closed.
Is there like a ribbon in it that shows the current time?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see what the numbers are like. It could be as a club or as a bookshop or.
So when you open it up, you see that there are several receipts made out to it. Do you have any accounting skill?
I have.
Oh, nice.
You can't be a bootlegger and not keep track of the money.
I figured you would, but I was like, that's an uncommon one.
And I rolled a 30 for 35, so regular.
So as you're flipping through there, you see that there's several receipts going back a few years made out to a Belshazzar the doll maker for various mannequins. There's 26 such receipts, and they are signed by either a Grau or Gregorius, with the balance being owed by Shatin Hoffman.
You got a sack with you, Max or Gustav? We're going to take this in. This is evidence that we're not leaving behind. Our new friend Gregorius is a fucking bad news monster.
Yeah, I've got a satchel.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay. And the Latin book, I mean, I failed that roll. But the title is 3 words, 4 words. It's old. It's bound in leather. Is the leather a strange color?
It is not bound. It is not bound in leather. It actually looks like. You have any calligraphy skill or?
My only art is forgery.
Okay. Yeah, give me a forgery, but you'll need a hard. Okay.
Okay, that's good. No, that would be very unlikely.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't look like it's really old.
Okay. It's that also this book is closed?
Yes.
But I think as long as we're breaking, entering, and committing stealing, we are going to put this in the bag too. So how else can Hans see it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we want to look around the front of the store quick before we leave.
Okay.
But before we leave, I also want to come in here and look at the bookshelves of Esoterica and see if there's something that catches my eye. But first, I want to make sure the place is empty. And again, there's still a chance that man is dead in here. So.
Yeah. All right. Who has the lowest luck?
Got 63.
I have 56.
I have 61. We're a lucky crowd.
All right, Max, give me a luck roll.
Oh, good God. 99.
All right. So as you're putting the Latin tome into, or the Latin book into your bag, you guys hear a jiggling on the key on the lock out front.
Let's go.
Yeah, back door, quick as can.
Yeah. So let's, I'll let's, grab Max and run, rush to the back door. Sort of trying to, sneak out of here.
Okay. All right. With a 99, you guys are going to need to give me a stealth.
All right. I'll spend 11 points of luck to make that a pass.
All right. Looks like you'll be doing the luck rolls now.
Yeah, right.
I rolled a 39 for 50. So
Nice.
52 luck now.
Yeah, I did not
Worth it.
pass that, not at all.
Okay. You want to push it?
I am not stealthy at all.
Yeah, I
so
know.
no,
Do you have
I'm
the
not
luck?
well, I've got a lot of luck, but that would have to spend a crap ton of luck. And I don't know. You want me to push it, guys?
So let me
to you.
think about this. So we say shh, we hit the jingle, we start to lash out, and then Max trips over something in the back on the way out.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna grab whatever's closest and throw it against the curtain, and then yank Max out, and close the door and take a hoof on it.
All right.
It's the old, look over his eye problem. And if I throw something at the chairs, maybe 2 chairs fall over, and then he doesn't go to the office first, and so he doesn't see the books are gone.
Okay. All right. All right. So you want to do that rather than have Max push it?
I think that's me pushing Max.
I think
Okay.
that's
You push
I
Max.
I go
All
with that.
All right, Max. Give me a power roll, Max.
Max has that look where he's at a rabbit with the lights.
Oh.
Well, I rolled really good early. Now I'm not rolling really good at all. I rolled another 99.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're fleeing out the door, you feel this burning sensation down your back, and you lose 4 hit points as it feels that your back is just searing, and it starts cracking. Like when you char meat really fast.
Ooh.
But you do get out. But you do get. You're like, oh.
Keep going. I'll explain later.
And we get down the alley and around the corner a couple times, and Max is white and his face is with sweat. And so we look at his back. Did they throw acid at him, or is it his clothing burnt, or?
No, it looks like he's got like 3 stripes across his back, and it looks like almost like he got branded, but with just these straight lines.
Horizontal 3 lines. Are they like bars, like rectangle, or is they like scratches, like they get small and bigger and small again?
Bars. They're like rectangles.
Bars. This is insane, Max. I'm sorry. Journalists are too honest.
I am not stealthy. I am not very good at this kind of work.
All right, so we take you, we help you to the Beobachter, and hopefully Hans can help.
I hope so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it looks awful.
Yeah.
I think now you know what it likes to join the community of the scarred.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah. All right. You guys make it back to the Beobachter, and as is tradition, whenever Otto and Max go somewhere, Max suffers.
I come limping in.
It turns out that he is my mannequin.
What happened? Why are you walking like that?
Oh, Hans, can you look at my back, please? I think I got burned.
Yeah, let me see. What the hell?
Yeah.
In Himmel, what has happened here? Did you press up against something? Metal?
No, we were in a
I think he was.
spot trying to get away, and something.
Trying to get away from what?
Well, we were visiting the bookshop, and we thought we heard a scream from inside, and so we went into the bookshop. I'm not doing a very good job. Anyway, we went to the bookshop, and we found it vacant. It was all locked up. Nobody was around, and we went over to Eugene's house, thinking maybe he was at his house. He was not there. We went back. We decided to go in the back door, check things out, thinking maybe he was on the floor, dead or worse. And we found a few things, and on the way out, I may have tripped.
And you landed against the radiator?
No, I landed against nothing. Otto had a hold of me and was dragging me out the door, and something reached out and hit me, and it burned.
So you're
terribly.
saying that magic was used on you?
Probably.
Now, is it true that you guys having this conversation in a gentleman's room because you were looking at his back under his shirt, and so the rest of us cannot chime in? Because we've got a lot of chiming to do, so put on some salve from your little magic bag and get out here to the cafe. I got schnapps for everybody.
For my...
Yeah. And you can do a first aid roll to see if he gets any a hit point back. Yeah.
43. Yeah, that's passable.
Yeah.
Relieve some of the pain. So we got some information for you boys and girls, but you don't have a message for you, girl. You already know. Anita Barber is dead. She has passed away in the night. We went to her apartment, and she had not returned, and we found that very suspicious. But then I thought that maybe she had been taken to the hospital, and we went there, and they in fact said that she had been taken to the hospital and she had passed in the night. Henri seems to have gone somewhere. He's not back at the apartment.
Yeah, well, this I saw the car that came up that Henri and Grau got into as Anita, but I did not see the number of the vehicle. None of you saw the number?
I didn't even think of it. I just thought maybe it was his private car. And he was taking
No, I mean, there was some driver, and he just looked like anyone, and I should have written the number down. Because
I was not able to get a hold of Grau either.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. We're not going to bring it out here in the public, but we have 2 books from the private office, and one of them is an accounting book where Herr Grau, also known as Gregorius, has signed for purchases and sales, of 26 mannequins, right? Like meaning little human figures. So the bookstore is in the business of buying and selling mannequins, and Grau is involved.
From somebody named Belshazzar, the doll maker. Now that name is Jewish, isn't it?
Belshazzar is in the Testament somewhere, but I don't. Yeah. It's been a long time since my catechism.
You know, also when we were in the hotel, I had the strangest feelings that Gustav wanted to tell me something. I don't remember what it was. Gustav?
It's while we were in the hospital, I believe.
Oh, it was when we were in the hospital, yeah. It was like the wind was blowing his words to my ear. Gustav?
Yes. I want to make sure I was so. I was thinking about this while we were gone, and this, sort of I'm worried about this Grau fellow.
Yeah,
Because
we all are.
now I haven't seen the movie, but Nosferatu, that's about a vampire, right? Like
Yes.
Dracula, like
It's
Dracula.
It's a remake
Similar.
of Dracula. Yeah.
Similar. It's a little different, a little different kind of vampire, but right or something like that. Because he looks gross, like from the poster. But anyway, look. So okay. Don't vampires, like Dracula has a thing where he sucks the life force, and that's why he drinks blood. And then Astrid found a book about transferring life force. Do you think that there could be any connection?
We have a little doll with liquid inside of it.
Yeah, if Sue breaks this thing open and there's blood inside, I'll be not surprised.
Let's go back to my my office.
We have to wait. There's a fellow coming to the Bellbach there to help me with this doll.
Okay. Yeah. Sind wir wait.
Yep. Max, did you have something?
This doll, does it have any particular resemblance to any woman that we've ever seen before? It's
Nope.
fairly generic in its
Yep.
construction. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So your contact does show up, Otto. Goes, Mr. Victor, how do you do this night? I'm sorry, the wind almost blew off my yarmulke, but I'm so tired of it today.
Yeah, this weather is very strange. Thank you very much for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed the last shipment of wine.
Oh,
If you come, we have a little table in the corner because we want a little privacy. There's something I want to show you.
Okay, yes. Oh, well, I think I will have some wine. It was a rough day. A couple of my parishioners, their children died in the night.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. Was it a long sickness?
No, it just came upon suddenly, and one of them, we all know of infants dying in the crib, but one of them was at least 2 years old.
No, yeah, that's very sad indeed, and we will have to give the parents my well wishes.
Oh, yes. Well, unfortunately, that is life.
Yeah. So if you have in this box something that's wrapped in a cloth,
Okay.
and I'll show it to you, and I'll show you the note and then the object, and you can tell me what you think.
Ah, yes, no problem. Oh, gets out. He's like, a very old style of doll making here. He's like, you see here on the neck, it says it means truth.
Yeah.
And then underneath it is the icon of the doll maker. Who?
Aha. Is it Belshazzar?
It is Belshazzar. Yes, he is one of the few still in the that still make the porcelain dolls that most people like cloth. They don't break as easily.
I see. So you know this company, this creator.
Well, I am. Yes, I've met him a few times. He's a strange man. He's old beyond his years, and his years are quite old as it is.
Oh, yeah. So what is this doll for?
I have no idea what he would be. What he would make this doll for? So a special order of some kind.
It doesn't have a ritual purpose, though.
No, not that I know of. No. Although the truth, that is interesting. I mean, that's that would be for the golem. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, it's old myths about the clay man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that was what was written on his forehead.
Right. So is that usual for this doll, that it has truth written on it like this?
Not that I aware of, no.
And you say this is a porcelain, right? So this is a very fine clay.
Yes, yes.
And I shake it here in the handkerchief, and you can hear there's a fluid inside. Is this a normal thing?
Ah, no. I wonder how he would have achieved that.
Right, because it's a baked, yeah, you have to, so it's the fluid would bake out.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe it's this little screw under the hair, but I don't want to touch this thing. It feels like a devil doll to me. But you don't know, there's no ritual, that involves these kinds of dolls.
No, besides the old myth of as we already discussed, the golem.
It's not moving around. It's not protecting the citizens.
No, no, it is not. Huh.
And is it normal to make this as female as well as male?
Well, yes, it'd be on the customer, what the customer would want. Where did you acquire it?
Well, you see this note here. This is sent to our friend Dr. Hans, and it says about the coming of the abominations, the mother of abominations.
Yes, here's the note again for you, Hans.
This makes me worry also about the children that you know who have died, because it says the young will suffer the most.
Oh, I mean, is that could only be a coincidence? I mean, someone is more likely someone is knows of your fascination with the occult and is pranking you, and there's probably a reoccurrence of the flu going around that's that would have killed the children.
I hope this is as simple as that. Yeah. Please, if I'm grateful for you to come at short notice. I'll get you another. Actually, I'll get you a bottle from the cellar of some pretty good stuff.
Yes, I appreciate.
But if there are more children, if you find that there are more child deaths in the next week than you expect, right? It's August. The flu should not be so bad. If there's anything unusual, anything at all, actually, if you would come by and say something to me, I appreciate it. There's something unhealthy in this wind in Berlin this season, and I'm concerned.
Oh, of course, yes. Bid you auf Wiedersehen. Comes back up.
Also, Dr. Astrid, friends,
Yeah.
This is what we have. We don't know who this comes from or what it means.
Well, it came to me, so perhaps I should take it back.
I think you're advised to be cautious about it.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in a jar. If it comes to life in the middle of the night, it's going to have to get out of the jar.
Tink, 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 tink. Yeah. You said the hair is black?
Yes.
Is that right? Is it human hair, we think? It doesn't look like animal hair or horse hair?
I can see that under the microscope if that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm curious, yeah.
Yeah, but we have to do that back at my place. Let's go back if we can take a look at your book that you said.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking, I've heard the term Mother of Abominations before. I think that's in the Bible as well. Is that the whore of
I believe
Babylon?
so. Revelations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned that. Yeah.
So it's actually a reference to the book of Revelations, maybe. Because there's a passage in there that's like this. I don't know.
All right, so I think with this wind, I think it's a cognac sort of night. So I bring some cognac to your apartment, Hans, and we look at the books and the doll.
All right, on your way back to the apartment with the sun, is getting to be dusk. Who fought on the front line
Oh, you mean in the war?
in the war?
No.
Yeah, who? So Gustav and Otto.
Yeah.
So as you're going along, you start seeing this fog start rolling through the streets, and it reminds you of the chemical warfare that was unleashed in the front lines. And you guys can give me a sanity check, as it kind of almost is
Yeah.
triggering your PTSD of seeing your friends be
Ooh,
gassed.
that's a failure. Yeah, I lost some friends in the war.
Yeah.
How much?
I succeeded. 26.
All right, Otto, you are okay. I mean, it shakes you, and Gustav, you lose 1d3.
Okay. All right. Yep. Lose one.
One. You kind of and you fought on the Eastern Front, right? And so you
Yeah.
remember the I believe the Russians were actually the first ones to use chemical warfare in the Great War. So.
Yeah.
But,
What is that? Do you all see that, Doctor? Do you know what that is?
It's
Yeah.
just fog.
Yeah, it's just fog. I can't smell anything.
No, it's I think it's fine, Gustav. It has the it's the light from the dusk. It makes it look the color of the gas. I can breathe it okay, but I suggest you have a cigarette. It helps clear the respiratory. Yeah, it's foul, and all the day the wind blows so quickly, and now everything is still, and we have this thick fog.
Oh, the wind's still blowing.
Yeah.
How can it sit so low with wind this high? Yeah, it does. Yeah. No, this.
Just got a bad feeling about this.
Let's get to Hans's flat.
Okay. All right. What floor is your flat on, Hans?
Oh, it's probably like a townhouse, so it's
Okay.
a couple of floors.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys make it back in. As you get in, the fog does kind of go by. It doesn't quite get up as high as the windows of the flat, but Gustav definitely feels much better being indoors and seeing it's not sneaking under the.
Yeah, maybe we light a little maybe some candles or something to clear the air.
Yeah, we could do that. He puts the doll into a little jar up here on the shelf and puts the lid on tight. She can call her Gretchen. What do you think? It's creepy.
I can't help but be reminded of the plagues of Moses.
Yeah.
And the one where the firstborn son would be killed. There's some striking similarities going on.
Oh, yeah, the rabbi didn't say whether the children were boys or girls that died.
Didn't think to ask.
We don't.
And it's also kind of the opposite too. God was killing the eldest born, and whatever the mother of abomination seems to be killing the youngest.
Oh yeah, the youngest shall suffer the worst.
If only we had some lamb's blood to put on the door.
Why would someone send you that and not give a name or explanation?
The only person who knows if we go there is Grau. Should Grau do it?
Okay, now so we have this book that's I can tell that it's Latin, but I can't tell anything about it. What is this book?
Let me take a look. You want to do the book now or do it next week? It's past 2 hours.
We will have you look at it next week. So we will close out. Your phone rings, Hans.
Ah, my phone. Un momento. Spanish.
Yeah. And you answer, and you hear a young girl's voice come across, and she says, "The goddess of the moon is alive. She's alive and well in Berlin." And then she hangs up.
It was very strange. Got a voice of a little girl. The goddess of the moon is alive, and she's in Berlin, alive and well. The goddess of the moon, Ishtar,
Ishtar.
Lilith. It gets stranger and stranger.
Artemis.
And stranger. Artemis, yeah.
Astarte.
Astarte.
All right. There we go.
All right.
It's great.
So that's where we landed. Our players included John Dos Passos, David Gasaway, Troy Wheeldryer, Julian Arba, and myself, with Keith Craig as the Keeper of the Secrets. We're currently producing up to 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. The costs involved with the show are provided almost entirely by our patrons. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month helps us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering the questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, viel Glück und viel Spaß.
Hab ich sie wieder zugedeckt. Da hilft nur aufzustehen und mal was anderes sehen, weil man sonst blind werden kann. So fing es an. Drum, wenn du Mitleid kennst mit dem armen Nachtgespenst, dann schließ nicht ab die Tür, nein, öffne sie mir.